Let's get this figured out. This world gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
MaddenHeadz YouTube, what's going on? It is your boy, Coach DC, coming back at you today with another video. And yeah, man, I got a chance to holler at one of my original customers, man. Even back before I had the website and all this stuff. You know, he took some time off of Madden. I guess after 24, after he got the Mechanics Bible, and so he just got the game, like I think about 4 or 5 days ago, and he was just telling me, he was like, man, all the mechanics still work and all this stuff. He was like, man, I knew I shouldn't have listened to them people, because I guess he had been listening to all of us complain about the game, and so he just decided not to play, man. But it's just crazy because he's like, man, the game plays like Madden. And I'm like, yeah, as always. But you know, yeah, the mechanics are the mechanics. And so yeah, y'all gonna hear me talk about this manual press virtual. Y'all, I'm telling you, go do something for yourself and change your game with it. Watch me press this tight end over here, and it's just it will bring a different element to your defense. I promise you, it will totally give you different options, especially when you start to see like the switch stick options. And so, you know, I'm like I said, I'm seeing some people do it, and like I said, I don't trip on stuff like that, but it's just understand that this is gonna be in 26. This type of defense is gonna be huge in Madden 26. You're gonna really like, I just have that inkling, and I'm pretty spot on when it comes to the future of the game. But yeah, this type of defense and having this skill set, being able to, you know, really understand how to, you know, manually press and then use your switch stick. And I know it's a lot of stuff that pre-snap. And so one of the things I talk about is in the video is how you have to hold circle or B when you're cycling through your players. And so it's like when I want to move a player, I'll let up off of it, move him, and then go back to holding it. So it's like when I think you're gonna snap the ball, you see me adjust a little bit, and then I'm able to cycle through and get all the way back over here to the left of Simmons and just basically get a really good press animation right there. Then also able, because I'm in, I think I was in robber, able to switch stick back to the middle to Ellis to support, you know, against any route that comes across the middle. But if you guess right, so watch me with Woolen right here. If you guess right and you get the really good press animation, then you're able to move off of it. You see how I pulled him inside a little bit there? And so even when I switch stick back to Bates, you see how Woolen just maintains that really crazy inside leverage, and basically he basically ran the route, you know, for the receiver and just animated right into the ball. That was crazy, like Peter Pan. Yeah, never mind. I won't even go there. Yeah, type animation, but it's just crazy, man, how like even in the run game and in all aspects of the game, you know, and this is just part of our conversation, the mechanics work. It's really just knowing how to apply them at the different points in time. And so that's why I say it doesn't really matter. Well, I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter what your scheme is, but it's like if you you really get in tune with the mechanics, you can make the simple plays, big plays, just simply because of the way you run or the way you're able to move, you know, the way you're able to cut in short spaces and stuff like that. And really it's more so the understanding. It's not like you can't do it now, but if you really have a clear cut understanding of what's gonna happen when you do certain things, certain combinations with the stick and the button and all that kind of stuff, then it just makes for a much better game to play, period. It's like I see one-on-one coverage. When I see one-on-one coverage, yeah, it's up, as the YNs say. But it's just about being able to apply it. Like I said, I see one-on-one coverage and I just go, okay, that's one-on-one coverage. He's over the top. He's going to have to make a play the same way I am. And so then that's where the throwing mechanics come in, understanding what type of throw to make, not to throw a direct bullet pass, throw something with some air up under it so that that person has to click on and they have to make a play. You know what I'm saying? It's again, you have to look at the leverage, see how you're being played, and then understand the type of throw that you need to make, for the situation. And then, of course, there are the catch mechanics. You have to understand how to have strong hands, in collision situations. That means holding the catch animation, the aggressive catch or whatever you're using at the time, all the way to the ground through the contact. So that's the only reason why I'm able to hang on to that ball right there, is because I'm using strong hands. And so just from throw to throw. But and again, I'm not saying that I've never said that scheme's not important, because it is. It's but we all have these plays. We all have access to these plays. It's not like somebody has a magic playbook that no one else has. We pick and choose what we choose to call, each one of us. And so we all have different styles that we have to use, as we play to the best of our ability. And that's what makes the game fun, is being able to compete against different styles. Now, all the DDA and all the nonsense, I hate that. But understanding leverage in the throw to make, what throw to make into what leverage, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, that all the strategy and the actual mechanics really, like I said, marry your mechanics. It's the same thing. It's a marriage of strategy and mechanics, for those who choose that route. But for me, I'm telling you, for as frustrating as the game is, and for as much as I hate the game, my reasons for hating the game is because I have a clear understanding of what they're doing to all of us, and it's terrible, because it's just like, we all know it, but we got to play it. So my thing is, if we all know that, yeah, we're getting ran through and we got to play it, then you might as well understand some of the workarounds to make you a better player, to make whatever it is that you run a better player. Work better, and make you a better player in the process. You see what I mean? So you just got to know what type of throw to make. Seems like that should be an easy pick, but it's like he's trying to play me, and he's watching my hesitations, thinking I'm dictating to him where the ball is going. I'm just slowing down, just to, create some space. And same thing there. It's if you know what type of throw to make, then you'll know what type of catch to go for when the ball arrives in that perfect spot that you want to put it, or try to put it. And so, like I said, all the situations are different. You have to understand how to generate power by stepping up in the pocket and tying your step up in the pocket to your throw, creating what we all know is a throw animation. So, it's like that gather step in the pocket. You have to see how that generates power if you throw the ball at the perfect time as you come out of it. Right there, you see how those two little slide step, throw. And so that will generate more power on your throws down the field if you're doing it right. If you have the good stick pressure, you're using revamp passing. Yeah, I'll let it go, guys. I'll let it go. But again, it's just leverage, and then it's just like, okay, you're challenging the defender to have to do something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, the AI guy will not save you. If it's just gonna be a you versus the AI, then you should really know and be able to practice repeatedly, because that's how I've gotten this way, is through, I mean, like, man, y'all can't even imagine the hours that I put in to really get this stuff down, especially before I put it on video. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why you see it so many times in the videos, is because I'm going to put in a lot of work to make sure that I'm consistent with it before I come trying to tell anybody what to or how to do something, especially with my virtual and my clients. So yeah, this stuff is always tested, tried and true. There's pretty much zero guesswork in it at the point that it becomes a virtual. You'll just see it that many times, and you know, I'll be able to really, my whole thing is being able to explain, you know, what I'm showing you, and to be able to explain it in its simplest form where everybody should be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, how many times have you seen that same animation in this one video? I even had a question. I think one of the guys said, how do you, I think he said he doesn't understand how I'm turning the receiver around without strafing. And no, there is a part of the strafe that's in there, but it's timed. And so it's not a full strafe. I don't have to, if you really, you would have to, yeah, you have to get a mechanics Bible or a college football guide, man, for real. Because you have to understand like how the stick pressure and all that kind of stuff kind of plays a part. Even in the simple stuff like right there, where most times it's the momentum that the receiver catches the ball, it's going to drag you out of bounds. And so it's just understanding how to, you know, how to let up and how to speed up and slow down, and then understanding how to make your break out of that. Like this animation right there, I hate that animation. That's that every time I get that animation, that just, it makes me itch for real, because it's like I'm catching the ball and I'm having to slow down to catch it, when in essence this is what I want. I want to be able to catch passes, keep moving, keep the natural momentum of the receiver that I already have going, and then still be able to, you know, speed up, slow down, change direction, you know, change directions, do all the things that I need to do within the process of just having the ball in your hands. It's simple. It's like, yeah, it shouldn't be that complicated when you're running. You know what I'm saying? You know what speeds you up, you know what slows you down, you know the juke system, and yeah, it's just a matter of just putting it all together. And once you put it all together, that's what I mean by marrying your mechanics, and then it just becomes muscle memory. It's like something you don't think about. And so simple drag routes, when you see the pros, you see those guys, man, especially the really good guys, it's not that they're just catching simple drags. It's not even really so much as the play. It's how they're throwing it, how they're catching it, and then their system of movement, you know, what they're using to move when they catch it. And so they could take they could play a whole game and throw 10 drag routes, but, you know, 3 of them might break for 30 or 40 yards. Yeah, man. So it is what it is, man. Y'all get at me. It's your boy, Coach. I'm out.